Hey guys, so this is a piece that a lot of people liked the close-up of because it looked like cheetah print with metallics. It's a wooden plaque and it has a hanger on the back. So what we're going to do today, it's already got a coat, I think 2 coats of varnish on it. So we're going to add another coat of varnish to this one and a few other wooden pieces that I have. And of course we're going to be using the Liquitex Professional Gloss Varnish. And I keep my foam brush in a Ziploc baggie to keep it from drying out. Never longer than a week though. I always use a new brush after that or wash it out. But I've found that it's just easier to not wash it out every time because the water can react to the varnish. So, on these, because they have a lip all the way around them, I make sure that I get the top really good. And then I focus on the lip, which is kind of an indentation all the way around. And I just make sure that it's filled in really evenly and good. I'm going to tap a little bit of this off here to make sure I get some bubbles out. And make sure that it's all even. And then I'm just going to move it to the side, back here. I'll put it on my drying rack in a minute, but I'm going to bring up another one. So this is another wooden plaque. It's already got 2 coats as well. And I had somebody tell me that they thought it would look really cool embellished. I'm not sure yet if I'm going to embellish it or what I would. But I do know that I want to varnish it first. And then if I decide to embellish it, then, you know, I have that option. I don't know what I would put on it right now. So, we're in those stages. And this coat should be the coat that hides most of the brush strokes. Normally the 3rd coat hides the brush strokes pretty well. And again, I'm just covering all of the edges really well. I'm going to push a little off. I've got a little extra up here that I'm going to pull through. Got a little piece of wood on there. Okay, and then I'm going to tilt it and let this light hit it just to make sure. And it looks good. I'm going to move it to the side. And set it up. Then we have a round one. This was a tree ring pour. It was actually, I had done a flip cup on it with yellow, red, and some colors. And then I went and did a tree ring with just black, white, and gold. So some of the yellows and reds came back through. But most of it is just the gold, red, and, gold, black, and white. You can tell that my table's unlevel because of the way it moves. And I just want to make sure I cover the whole thing. Bring it back, and then I want to cover the whole edge, the little lip, all the way around. And then I do see a big glob of white in the middle, so I'm just going to carefully pull back through that. And then I'm going to move that to the side. And we're going to do one final piece. This is the heart piece that we did. It's a thicker wooden plaque. And once I finish varnishing it and everything, I'm going to paint the back solid again. But because it has these grooves in the center, we just have to give it a little bit of extra attention when varnishing. because you don't want the paint in the grooves to be too thick, but you also want the grooves to be covered. So the first pull over it, the grooves are always too thick. And then I have to go back through and go down the grooves. And then I'm just going to take, well, there's a spot that I missed. I'm just going to take the edge and very lightly go through the groove and pull some out to where it's still varnished, but it's not completely full of varnish. And I'm going to go right back over the top and pull anything that had excess come out of the grooves on the side when I pulled over, just so that it keeps it back level again. And then that is how I do it. So it will slowly dry. I've already done the edges of these a couple times of this one, so I'm not going to redo the edge of this one unless it needs it. But now I'm going to let these dry, move them over to my drying station, and see how they go. So remember to give this a thumbs up. Let me know what you think. And I hope you guys enjoyed.